As a low content self-publisher, medium content self-publisher, there are three big problems with activity books. Let's dig into those three things. My name is Jenny Hansen Lane. I've been building an income stream on Amazon KDP for 16 months. And we need to talk about activity books. They take forever. That's why a lot of people don't do them. That's why a lot of people sign up for a free account on KDP and they just start putting lined notebooks out like this, like they just don't stop. They just keep putting them out. And that's what stops a lot of people from actually making activity books, is because they don't know how to utilize time to their advantage. Because everyone just talks about, like, oh, this takes so much time, because our perception of adding multiple items to a book can feel really overwhelming. Number two is, when people do make an activity book, they're not actually building it out with the customer in mind. They're going to create a fabrica and they're like, let's do something with dogs. And they're slapping all these dog PDFs together. Like, here's your activity, here's your dot to dot, here's your, like, there is definitely a better way. But a huge problem is not building out your book for the customer experience, and then you're not going to continually get sales. That is a huge problem. And it doesn't have to be that way, right? The third thing is that when people build out or actually get to the point where they publish an activity book, they're not actually doing it in a way that builds their brand and that can make it more profitable. And it can be really discouraging when you don't know how to do it and when you don't have a guide or someone to walk you through exactly what you want to do. And I experienced this when I first started publishing, because I learned low content first. I didn't have a real clear way to do it. And even just in 16 months, so much has changed in the game of self-publishing. So I wanted to invite you guys. Danny On Demand and I are teaming up again to coach you live on our AI Masterclass Activity Book Edition. If you were with us last month, we did coloring books. It was a really fun call, and we are so grateful for everyone that showed up. It really showed to us that people need more of the tips and frameworks and strategies that we're using to accelerate our growth and progress. Okay. So, with Danny's permission, I wanted to share his last 90 days with his activity books as he has implemented with AI. And he has just highlighted 3 books here in a 90-day period, and his success has been phenomenal. What would that mean to you to be able to build an activity book that solved a problem, but also allowed you to have more time and freedom? And if you guys follow my channel, you know that I had a lot of activity books blocked in January. So now I'm rebuilding them up. But one of the first things I did last year when I published on Amazon KDP is I set up a bookshop for my 5-year-old and 7-year-old at the time. And all we did, we made 20 activity books. And this is their account. This is their pen name for a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old. Okay. So that's pretty exciting for a 5 and 6-year-old. And these are just activity books. So the really cool thing about activity books is they used to take a lot of time and now they don't. In this masterclass, we're going to be teaching you 3 important things. Number 1 is how to accelerate the creation process for activity books with artificial intelligence, AI, and automation. So using AI and automation, you'll see in this tutorial and training that's live how to make activity books faster. Why does this matter? Well, it's because activity books can be listed for a higher price than a notebook, right? The second thing that we're going to teach is how to make your activity book stand out. This is something that I love doing because of my marketing background, is being able to help the customer see a clear picture of what are the benefits and features of your book. And I'll do a follow-up video to this about features versus benefits so you understand how to create a book that focuses on these two things. The third thing we're going to talk about is keyword amplify brand method. We're going to show you the importance of building a brand out. So when one book takes off, you get a lot of organic sales from the other things that you've built. There's a lot of people that have really great books and they just have one book built out. And that's not only a disservice to the customer, but it's also a disservice to you and that brand. That there are many, many, many problems that you can solve with additional books, okay? So those three things, we're really excited. And then as always, we're going to do the live coaching, which is so valuable to get feedback. So we're going to talk about automation. We're going to talk about artificial intelligence, how to use them together in this activity book edition masterclass. Okay. So the details of this, you're invited. This is Tuesday, June 6th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What can you expect from the class? We're going to break down those three things. It's going to be 60 minutes. You're going to get trainings, tutorials, screen shares. You're going to see us do things. I'm going to share an ad strategy for activity books specifically, and you'll get live coaching. So this is where you bring your questions that you might have about your niche, about books that you want to do, or ideas that you have. Or if you just haven't cracked the activity book code, then you definitely want to sign up and join us for this. And I'm really excited because I want to get ready for Q4. And I want to make a new brand of activity books and push it more. Maybe my kids can convince me to do it under their pen name. But I wanted to invite you guys to use automation to save so much time in your activity books. Please let me know what questions you have. You can save, if you go now, I'll put a code in the description of this video where you can save, I think, $10 if you get in before the doors close on Sunday. And that coupon gives you lifetime access, right? When you buy a seat, it's going to give you the replay. So if you can't come to the live for live coaching and all the tutorials, you're going to have access to that. Once the doors shut on June 5th, we will not open them. They will be closed. Our AI coloring book course has not been opened. So it's a really valuable opportunity for you to get live coaching in a group setting as you learn from Danny and myself as we talk about our experience of building a passive income stream from publishing different types of books. And there is faster ways and better ways to make activity books now, and we really want you to be there with us. So I'll put the link here. It's jennyhansenlane.com/AI/AIAB. Just stands for Artificial Intelligence, AI, and AB is Activity Book. So we hope that you can join us so you can get unstuck and not make excuses anymore to not publish activity books. And more importantly, like maybe you want to build out a brand with your kids. Imagine if your kids earned an extra $500. What that does for a child is life-changing. Let me know what questions you have in the comments here, and we hope to see you guys. Love you. Peace out.